But
Talk.
100% the reason why I wanted to do this podcast is because I haven't got to talk to you guys at the same time in a long time. I feel like it's been, we talking years at this point. What, 2013 ish? Yeah, 2013 is just, that to me that's just too long. So I wanted to start this podcast when I was in San Diego and me and Session were both there. But it never dawned on me until like COVID, and I'm starting to watch a bunch of other people do podcasts that you could just do it all online. You could just all join a call, record all the audio, and then boom, you got a podcast right there. And so yeah, so I just was like, fuck it, we should do this. I think it'll be good. Um, I think we're gonna talk about a variety of things. It's not just gonna be about sports. Definitely not. But I just want to see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? I just think it will be a fun experience. I've been excited for this all week now. So, you know, I'm ready for it. You know, I'm ready to see where this goes, where this takes us. 100%.
Yeah. So, who are you? You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Oh, okay. So, I'm Tyus McKinney. Um, I'm the youngest of the group. Uh, these fine gentlemen that I had the privilege of meeting when I was in Corey Station down in Pensacola, Florida. They accepted me into their group, even with me being the youngest, and I couldn't go out to the club with them, and I couldn't go out drinking with them. But they still, had a place in their heart for me, and I appreciated them so much for it. Um, I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, born and raised in the South. It's a big part of me. Uh, yeah, but that's me in a nutshell, man. I'm in the Navy. I'm ready to be done with it, but that's a topic for another day. All right. Anybody
Go
can go
ahead,
next.
Rashad. Go ahead, Rashad.
Oh, Rashad.
All right, I guess. I'm Rashad. Most people call me Steph. You know what I mean? This is my last name. Like you said, like Ty said, we all met in Corey Station or whatever. We all just seemed to click once we all got out of our perspective groups because we all weren't fully, I guess, like we all didn't know each other at first, but somehow we all came together or whatever. Um, we were all ITs at one point or the other. We'll get to that story later about how we all were in classes or whatever. What the how we joined the Navy? I was just tired of going to college and doing the whole football thing and school thing. So that's how I ended up in the Navy. I'm from Lufkin, Texas, not me, the big Tejas.
Bro, nobody knows where Lufkin, Texas is. You say it like people. You say it like people like, yeah, bro, I know Lufkin. Oh, yeah.
Enough people know Lufkin, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's me. Know what I mean? Now on to Smith because we're gonna do it youngest to oldest. Smith next.
All right, Bobby Smith. I'm from Philly. I met all these morons down in Corey Station, Pensacola, Florida. I mean, I kind of agree with what McKinney and Session were saying. I mean, we didn't really, none of us really knew each other. I don't think we were any. I think only maybe one of us was in the same class. But kind of, I think we probably met. I think I started hanging out with Session, maybe playing basketball and shit like that. And it was weird how our little clique came together because there was a couple other people that aren't on this call, obviously, who we hung out with on the regular. How I joined the Navy. To keep it brief, I ran into a couple legal issues in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? I had a couple legal issues, and joining the military was the better of the two choices that I was given. Funny story, I ran into legal issues in the Navy too. That's a topic for another time. You know what I mean? I do have a hoodie that says scumbag on it right now, actually. But I'll leave my introduction at that and pass it off to the boy Lambo.
So what? Big Lambo, drawing ass Dane Stubbs.
Lamborghini Stubbs, baby.
In full motherfucking effect. What do I get to from here? Oh yeah. Charlotte, North Carolina, with the Los Angeles, California roots. So, I'll be giving it up all the time. And the way that we came together, at least in the short of it, because we all came to Pensacola like within 2 weeks of each other, like on separate weeks or however that worked out. And shout out, big rest in peace to my guy, Padilla. Because that's really how it all connected with
rest in peace to Padilla.
Why did you say rest in peace?
Hey, no,
because fuck him.
He's dead to us now.
Padilla's my guy, but we know where the beef lies. So it's rest in peace to him as far as Los Bridge.
My man said rest in peace. I'm like, yo, who is he talking about right now? Who do we know that died? Wow.
He's dead. He's dead this summer, y'all. But that's the short of it or whatever.
Damn, was it really Padilla?
No, it wasn't him. It was them three. Session, Smith, Padilla used to kick it with each other and everything like that. And I had Raina, Loxley, Vought, and all them, but they like 7 years my junior. You know what I'm saying? So like, what I look like just running around with them like forever. But especially Raina, punk ass. Raina's like one of the funniest dudes I met in my lifetime.
He's the bed.
And everybody was good people. It's just how when you talk about the personalities clicking together and everything like that, that's how it was. Shitting on everybody. That's because that's really what it was. Shitting on everybody else. Between that and fucking Session asking him what the score of the game was, and he tried to like play me to the full left and ignore me, and I was like, yo, what's the fucking score?
Well, what you mean?
You know what You know exactly what I meant.
I don't remember
when
that.
we was on the bus to NAS.
Yeah, you're right. I tried to play you.
He did. He definitely tried to play me. I'm like, come on, bro. Don't do me like this right now. Just tell me the score. I hear you playing this shit on your phone right now. And then how I ended up in the Navy was because I definitely did the college thing, graduated and all that shit. Didn't do everything I was supposed to do as far as networking, taking advantage of the internships. So pretty much broke, and I got to pay these loans. But that shit, I would say that maybe.
Are you still in?
I'm reserves, but don't be telling people that.
I heard that.
What does that mean, bro?
Don't be telling people that. You're on a whole podcast.
No, but I got
reserves.
But I got December, January, February left. So I got 3 drills left, and I'm done.
Damn, bro.
Free Stubbs t-shirts coming soon. Link in bio.
Facts. No, free Lambo. Free Lambo.
Oh, yeah, free
Lambo. It's got to be free Lambo. True, free Lambo. Damn,
that's
son.
That's how that. We got to work on our transition game because this is trash.
What do you mean?
I said we got to work on our transition game.
Oh, you mean like from topic to topic?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I mean, I could see that.
You're still on the introduction, so I mean.
I guess. I mean, I feel like once you do like less of the how do I explain it? When it gets like more of a conversation versus everybody doing a round table thing, I think that's when your transitions become better because you're just gonna keep talking and you just it'll connect to other things much easier versus like, oh, this is what we need to tell each other about ourselves.
Yeah, facts. We can get right into why LeBron's the greatest player of all time, so I can shut Stubblefield right the fuck down right now if you want.
I mean, we can let's go ahead and get into it then.
Yeah, I mean,
but go ahead.
I'm just saying, I mean, I think Lambo's gonna, hit me with the Jordan, and I don't got no time for no Jordan GOAT conversations. You know what I mean? Because Lambo falls in that age group of all the old heads that love to romanticize the Jordan era. when it's just a fact that LeBron will trash anybody in any era of basketball, and it's not even to be debated. Honestly, the dude's just a freak of nature. Does what he wants to whoever he wants on whatever team that he wants. And I know I loved it when he went to the Lakers, and I hate the fucking Lakers. Shout out to the Sixers.
Okay.
But I love when he went to the Lakers because I know that's fucking Lambeau's squad, and I know he was sick inside the day that they signed him. You know what I mean? And I mean he won another chip. We could put an asterisk next to it because of COVID or whatever, but that's another chip. He got like 10 years left in the league because the dude's just a beast. So I mean, I'll open it up from there.
I just don't think that you can compare generations. Like I think he's our generational GOAT. Just the way that basketball is.
yeah.
That's the only thing that I say.
100%. I 100% agree with that. I think he's definitely our generational GOAT. But I agree with Smith too. I don't think there's not many players in the league or ever who played in the league that you can be like, yeah, he could stop LeBron or he would stop LeBron from scoring 30 points. Like if LeBron wanted to score 30 points every single game, there's nobody in today's league that's going to stop him. And I don't really see anybody else ever who played basketball that's like, yeah, I'm gonna shut down LeBron for 82 games straight. It's just not happening. And then the fact that LeBron just makes all his teammates so much better, like making J.R. Smith go from like a 26% shooter to a 40% shooter, making, you know what I'm saying, just all the players that he's made look better, or the players that he's gotten big contracts and they go to another team and do nothing. Timothy Mozgov, he made him look amazing. He went to another team, super trash. You know what I'm saying? And there's just mad examples of how LeBron has made so much other players around him better. Versus, everybody likes to bring up Jordan. Jordan really and truly did not make any player around him better. Jordan had a good team around him, and all Jordan had to do every game was score 8 points a quarter. If Jordan scored 8 points a quarter, they were guaranteed to win that game. And so that's what Jordan did. He went out and scored. Jordan didn't have to worry about passing. He played defense. He played amazing defense. He was a defensive player of the year. But all he really and truly had to do was score 8 points a game, and they were going to win the game. I mean, 8 points a quarter, and they were going to win the game. Just plain and simple. And if that's your whole objective is to go out there and score, play some good defense, you can do that. And Jordan didn't even play that long. Jordan did not play that long.
Yeah,
like honestly,
that's my
baseball in the middle of his career. Like
that's my main argument for why LeBron is the greatest for me. Longevity. That motherfucker. And longevity, I feel like goes a long way, especially in basketball. How physical that shit is. You know what I mean? To be able to play as long, to be able to not only to be able to play that long, but to be relevant and to be considered a top tier player for that long, I feel like has to speak volumes. But I know Lambeau's steaming over there, so go ahead.
I mean, we gotta change this or entitle this episode, change the name of this group. Apparently, because I was just unaware to size 8. We gotta change it to size 8 because y'all are big capping. Big right now. Golly. Where do I start? Let me start with that Timothy Mozgov fucking comparison right there. Like he wasn't at the goddamn Nuggets averaging 14 goddamn rebounds a fucking game. That's why they pulled his ass in the middle of the season. That nigga does not make players better. He fucking scouts the talent from different teams. And for whatever reason, Adam Silver Slipper, shout out to Carcino, or whatever, they fucking let him get these bum ass trades off where they send all the shitty players or the ones that are deemed shitty to these other teams. And then they pick off like the best specialists from each other team. And that's how they go. Like people have yet to answer the question. I ask this question all the time. What's up with the rosters beforehand and afterhand? Because it's not like he just left Miami and went to Cleveland and they just got better. There was a whole slew of players that went there when he got there. So yeah, when you look at the record books and such, sure, Cleveland had a 30-game, 40-game improvement in the win column, but the whole organ, or at least everything, the product on the floor completely changed. So what the fuck are we talking about when we say LeBron makes teams better? We already saw what he could do with the even playing field square ass team when he first got to the Lakers. They fucking lost. Didn't make it. No show. I didn't see him there. Did you see him there? No, because we were watching the same goddamn game. Or at least so I think. Everybody knows the generational GOAT is Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant.
Oh my God!
That's you said Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
He's talking about capping. Yeah, I know you're not going to say KD is the generational GOAT.
Kevin Durant
said it. I just said it.
He got scraped by the fucking Warriors and then went and joined the squad. Get the fuck out of here, generational GOAT. KD is overrated.
What did Bron do?
How many rings?
Couldn't get away at Boston Hill, could he?
How many rings KD got?
2.
How many LeBron got?
How many rings KD really got? Like without Steph, without like a 72 and 9 team. How many? Okay. I mean 73 and 9 team.
If we're doing that, how many rings Bron got without Wade and Bosh? That just happened to be 2 of the top 10 players.
LeBron averaged more than 72 and 19 ever in his career.
He should. And that's the thing. LeBron is the greatest athlete, physical specimen of what you talking about athlete all time. When I'm bombing on that bum ass nigga, I'm talking about basketball. We ain't seen the nigga play defense in how long now? Get the fuck out of here. Spare me. If it wasn't, I mean, come on. We can pinpoint every time to where like Kyrie. Kyrie was right there averaging the same fucking numbers in the finals that year that they won as he was. AD got back spasms now. That's why they don't want to play in December, because he's tired from carrying fucking LeBron all goddamn season. And then LeBron just comes and takes all the credit. What?
You saying that AD was carrying LeBron all season?
I said it and I meant it.
There's no way. There's just no way you can believe that.
And then we're talking, and then I know we don't. So, because I actually agree with Session as far as like you don't compare generations because the talent pool is different, the times is different, the rules is different.
That's true.
You can't really do that. But when we're talking about like Mount Rushmores, I don't see LeBron up there.
So who is on your Mount Rushmore? Who is on your Mount Rushmore?
I mean, we got shit. 3 of mine are Laker legends between Kobe, Magic, and fucking Kareem. And then you have to put Jordan in there.
Kobe, Magic, Kareem, Jordan.
Yeah. Hell. And then if you want to round out just for top 5, just the top 5, shit. It's somewhere between Olajuwon and O'Neal.
I don't feel like you can put Kobe and Jordan. I think you have to pick between the two.
You gotta pick one.
They were the same player.
Pick one?
They were the same player, but Jordan won more chips. That's to me. That's what that is.
I like Kobe over Jordan personally.
Personally, I like Kobe over Jordan because I saw Kobe play.
And I hate Kobe.
Play, you know what I'm saying?
I fucking hated Kobe, but I'll put Kobe over Jordan.
I can see that. I can definitely see the Kobe over Jordan.
I agree.
I think the whole Jordan thing, I think Jordan is so blown out of fucking proportion. Because I don't give a fuck. You can pull up stats. His stats is crazy. I get it. He played fucking bums. I mean, don't get me wrong. He played good teams. But the motherfuckers who played in the NBA back in the 90s was fucking trash. There ain't no athleticism in the 90s. There's zero athleticism in the 90s. Look at the Karl Malone team he played. That team was fucking dog shit, with the exception of Karl Malone and John Stockton. The rest of that team was you couldn't even name me fucking who was on their bench. There ain't nobody. That team is fucking trash. Karl Malone was the only one to fucking score in that whole series. As a matter of fact, even Stockton wasn't putting up numbers.
Only reason why you can name people on the bench now is because they're playing right now. In 20 years from now, you're gonna forget because these motherfuckers now are really not that nice. I'm not saying.
You're right. There's not like a huge amount of bench players right now that you could consider top tier. But I feel like the bench players right now, I feel like are more capable of doing something coming off the bench than the motherfuckers back in the 90s. Like the 6th man right now is like, you look at Lou Williams, yo. Lou Williams been the 6th man of the year for fucking 10 years in a row. Like, that motherfucker should be starting for real.
First of all, don't get me started on Lou Williams and that motherfucking team in the basement over there.
Are you talking about the Clippers, boy?
The Clippers. Number one Clippers fan over here. piss. I had to sit there. The fact that I had to sit there, eat crow, eat shit, drink piss when they did what the fuck they did. Because I'm like, what a way. Y'all couldn't just lose, but y'all had to go down in a blaze of fucking misery.
Your man
That's
Paul
what-
George
that's
is
what
balling
you
out.
got.
What you mean?
That's not. Yeah, no. Fuck that. Lambo bought that shit when he fucking sold out because he hates LeBron so much that he disowned the Lakers and went to the Clippers. So he bought that.
You deserved that though. You deserved that.
You did earn that. You did earn that just by doing that. Honestly.
How? I've always supported the Clippers. The Clippers have always referred to them as the baby brothers. So when the Lakers
I ain't never heard
organization
you
decided, you said what?
I ain't never heard you support the Clippers.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just because you said that, I will go and I will get the tweets and the receipts because we deal with receipts. So I'm not just talking and blowing smoke up yet. I had
And I need this before LeBron got there.
Yes.
All right.
When I tell you, don't worry about it. It's coming. And when I say check the date, just be like, Roger that. Roger that.
Man, our head ass only got the Navy.
A quick segue though. What do you feel about the them city jerseys that came out?
Oh, I like
the
not the
ones.
Philadelphia one. The that Suns one. That Phoenix Suns one is hard, bro.
Yeah, the Phoenix.
It's cool, but them Hornets mint color ones.
Oh yeah. Them Hornets one's nice too.
Fire.
So I seen when the Sixers ones came out, right? Because obviously I'm from Philly, so all the Philly sports teams are my squad. But the Sixers Johns, I was hating on all crazy when they first came out. They're starting to grow on me a little bit. They put fucking Boathouse Row, which is like a place in Philly that like no one would know unless you're from here, because it's fucking nutty. Like I don't know why you wouldn't put the Philly skyline, but they put Boathouse Row. And I seen Ben Simmons wearing them, so I was like, these Johns are corny. And then they put a fucking picture of AI wearing them. I'm like, all right, those Johns are kind of hot. Probably just because
I would have loved to have like been put on the game like that when I was in fucking Philly, like 4 weeks ago. But somebody definitely flaked on me when I was in the city. What happened?
We'll address that. We will address that. Lambo did show up in the city a couple weeks ago, on a Saturday, I believe.
Sticky icky.
Yeah, Saturday. I was working both days. I tried to link up with him on Sunday. Just it wasn't in the cards. I'll have to come down there and what do you call it? Redeem myself. I did flake a little bit. I was fucking tired of shit. My schedule right now is all crazy at work. I go from closes to opens to fucking mids to closes. Shit's fucking stupid.
And what was that I heard about somebody, one of them officials or whatever in Philly talking about they think it's lazy that they refer to it as Philly or Phila, or they should call it Philadelphia, like the whole fucking name. I kind of saw the article, but I didn't really
I missed that.
I thought, never mind then.
I don't think anybody is ever gonna call Philadelphia Philadelphia. That's just too many syllables to be saying. Philly sounds much better anyways. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to Philly. Oh, no. Me and my guys, we're going to Philadelphia next weekend. No, nobody said that shit.
Yeah, speaking as a white person, no white people say that shit either.
Speaking as a white person, no white people say that shit. That's wild. These Heat ones are nice. I'm looking at them now. These Heat ones are kind of nice. I like the old Heat ones better, though, I will say. This new Heat one, it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Those last Heat Jones were fire.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to ever be able to top that shit.
Yeah, them last Heat Jones.
Just like they're not going to be able to top this season because they're not going back to the finals.
Wow. Says the Clippers fan. If you don't be,
that's facts.
Y'all organization over there. Ain't ain't got Doc Rivers no more. Get out of here, boy.
Why did y'all fire Doc Rivers?
No. Because even
Doc Rivers had
his entire career.
Doc Rivers needed to be fired. He had been there almost like since 2013. I forget it. But the whole point is that he didn't manage that team well. But honestly, even back to the Chris Paul, the Lob City era. Yeah. I mean, the time is coming and going. We put different pieces for you and everything like that. And I do believe that your results are based on 90% on the players on the court and 10% on the coaching and everything like that. But I mean, he's had his sample size, and trust me, I do like stand by that. Black coaches get a raw deal and everything like that, but that's not Doc Rivers' case. Hell, I mean, that whole little shit of why even Austin Rivers was even there getting the money that he was getting was already like, eh. So where is he at? Philly now?
Yeah, we took him. We needed that. We scooped that up.
Yeah, so yeah, it was just time. It's time for the change.
Who y'all think going number one in the draft? That's what I want to know. Who y'all think going number one in the draft, in the NBA draft?
You know who I want to go number one?
Yeah.
I want the ball. I want the ball, brother. You know, to go number one. Honestly, for me, this man has played grown-up talent. He has played adults. He has gotten beaten on by adults in Australia and New Zealand. No, he didn't go to New Zealand. Where'd he go? He was in Australia and New Zealand. He went somewhere else too, Lithuania. You know what I'm saying? He was getting hacked by grown men. He know how to play physical. You saw when he went back to Spire Academy how that helped him out, like how he was balling on them. I think he's a baller. You know what I'm saying? I seen him adapt. I seen him play on different teams with different types of talent where he got people that can shoot all around him. He'll facilitate. I seen him where if you know nobody else wanted to shoot, he don't care. He gonna pull it. I think he can go number one. But I think the best player in the draft is Miles Powell, hands down.
I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Miles Powell is a beast, bro.
I'm gonna go back to LaMelo. So the only thing that I think is wrong with LaMelo's game is his defense. I have never seen him play any.
True.
I have
Who
never.
plays? But we're in the era where defense doesn't matter anyway. That's why the scores is up. Say that again.
It matters when you get to the playoffs.
I mean, when Clippers. When you still running up the score to be 120 points per game. I mean,
but you got to be able to stop somebody in the moment, and you being PG, you got to be able to get somebody a difficult shot, like give them a difficult defense. Like I just don't think
Clippers had the best defense in the league.
They had the best rated defense in the league. They didn't have the best defense. Stop that.
I'm just saying, statistically speaking, they had the best defense in the league, and you see what happened to them
until crunch time. Yeah, you're right. Moments matter. Fuck no.
I mean,
hey, that's a dog right there, Jamal.
That's a dog right there.
Hey, Jokic too. We gotta give Jokic his props too. Jokic is nasty.
Facts, but Jokic to me did get this props because he been down there balling and everything like that. That's why. And you know what? If we were gonna lose like that, I'd rather have lost to the Nuggets than that shit that had happened to the Lakers. Because if that shit happened to the Lakers, then I probably would have. I stay on the 8th floor. I probably would have jumped.
It ain't that bad.
LaMelo Ball. Speaking on LaMelo Ball, fuck that whole family for real. Their dad's a nut. Their dad's a nut. The sons are nuts. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Fuck all them dudes. They're corny. I don't even care if that dude comes out and he averages 40. He's a fucking bum. I ain't trying to hear it. I got no love for anyone on that whole fucking team.
First of all, Lonzo can play, and Lonzo plays with the fundamentals. What?
Lonzo trash.
Whoa! You talking about the second youngest to ever have a triple double?
Who gives a fuck? What's done for me lately?
What's he done for you lately? He's
playing in
Right, he's playing in the Pelicans, doing what he got to do.
And you can't count last season because last season got interrupted, especially when their best or their, whatever you call it, I can't think of their prodigy wasn't even in the
he didn't play that much.
How many games?
I don't want to hear that you can't count last season because you didn't want to count LeBron's season when he got hurt. You still holding that against him because they didn't make the playoffs. I don't want to hear that.
Did they get interrupted by a pandemic? Did the rules change on how you get into the playoffs? Were they playing in a bubble? No.
Big facts.
Injury is part of the game. Injury is part of the game. They didn't go, because LeBron got hurt.
injury and his team not making that playoff because he was injured.
He wasn't injured first and foremost, in my opinion. I think he quit because
In
he
your
knew he
opinion,
wasn't
are
going
you
to
a
make it.
doctor? Are you a doctor?
Your opinion's trash.
Matter. Oh, that's your opinion, and I disagree with your opinion. But I'm accepting mine.
That's your opinion. I disagree with that opinion too.
I'm dead.
That's wild.
But nah,
My number
that
one
shit-
draft pick is Anthony Edwards. That dude is he's a beast. He's just
Okay.
he's a baller, bro. All defense, offense, awareness on the court. He live up to the big moments, bro. I just think Anthony Edwards gonna be that dude, that next person.
They got a couple good foreigners this year in the draft. The one bull from Israel looks like a cannon.
Yeah.
These foreign players are getting better every year, for real.
100% they are.
And I used to hate, I used to hate on them motherfuckers. You know what I mean, forever. But look at the Mavs this year, dude. I was rooting for the Mavs all heavy in the playoffs. Dude, the Mavs are like an all-white squad, and they're all foreign.
and out there getting busy.
They was getting buckets. They was getting
They're
buckets.
out there. That damn Luka, man. I wanted to hate on him for that same.
They talking about Zion, Luka. Hey, bro, Luka.
Now I wanted to hate on Luka too because I thought they were just trying to give the white boy the look, the great white hope thing, and it's like, nah, he's the fucking truth.
He's the truth.
And he don't fold. And he don't fold on the. You know, I always look at the pressure moments, and boy, did he step it up. Now I don't subscribe to if Porzingis got hurt, they would have lost because the NBA wouldn't allow the Clippers to get bounced out the first round.
Yeah, Luka almost bounced him himself.
Almost doesn't count. There's a whole platinum-ass song about that concept.
Oh, see, you always flip it to when you need it the most. See that all that almost stuff. See,
what are you talking about?
All right.
Almost doesn't. I'm sorry. Almost doesn't count. We don't talk about almost whatever. We talk about what it is.
All right. I'm just gonna use that later. I'm gonna use that on you later.
Say less.
Yeah, write that down.
Oh, I got a pen right now.
You writing this stuff down as we go?
Yes. What you mean? I gotta have points for the next time.
That's good. And besides, man, I'm over here schooling y'all. Y'all got to take notes. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
You can't even speak about LeBron when Lambeau's on a call because he has so much hate in his heart that he's so biased that you can't even have a conversation with him because he just hates the man so much.
I've objectively spoken about LeBron this entire time. Didn't I say he was the greatest athlete of all time?
That's the first LeBron compliment I've ever heard you give. I'll say that.
That's legit.
I can't do but I can't do that on the social medias because I be having to get at you LeBron stands and everything like that because y'all just annoying. So all this damn credit for nothing.
For nothing. Wow. That's a lie, but
if I'm a rapper and then I get Jay-Z on every one of my records and everything like that, does that make me the greatest rapper of all time? No, I've had the most help. I get the most assists. I got a crutch.
Wow,
that's LeBron.
Who the fuck is LeBron's Jay-Z?
That's what I want to know.
The fact, you know what? The fact
I'm gonna get a foundation that has crickets every time when stuff don't come back with something. I'm gonna have a set of crickets.
The fact that Session even has to be like, I want to know, like he didn't have his favorite player of all time playing along, like his favorite player of all time playing alongside is the whole reason why LeBron was even able to get his first one off.
All the injuries and stuff that D-Wade had though, so I know that he was slowing down and he was giving the reins to LeBron. Like,
what do you mean slowing down? That shit didn't happen until like the third season they played with each other. Hell, Dwayne Wade got robbed out of that MVP the year before that LeBron got there. What are you talking about?
MVPs are the most trash thing in the NBA.
Facts.
They haven't been legit ever, I don't think. It just goes to whoever wins the popularity contest.
especially when the media votes on him. But yeah, we know it's a popularity contest because otherwise your boy Allen Iverson would have never got one.
Ooh.
Yeah, although AI, you could have made a legitimate argument for it. Like I don't think anyone who's ever gotten one wasn't in the mix for one. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
there definitely could have, it could always go another way. Like LeBron probably shouldn't have as many MVPs as he has. And you could say the same for Jordan, and you could say the same for anybody, in my opinion.
The one that Steve Nash won, you think that he should have been in the mix for it?
Not the second one. Not the second one. They robbed Kobe for that.
No, they robbed Kobe. They robbed Kobe 100%.
Because I think the one Kobe got, he shouldn't have got. Because that Chris Paul year.
That's a hot take.
To me, the MVP, it shouldn't be who's the best player in the league, because that's not what MVP is. If you were to take that player off that team, how trash are they going to be? That's the MVP.
Exactly.
So LeBron, so Jordan never wins the MVP
then. He probably gets one or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
how many does he have?
You got to remember though. So like, not only does you have to take that player off the team, and that team has to be trash. You also have to have somebody who's also going to be in the running for that. You know what I mean? Like, who else in Jordan's era would you have took it away from, and their team would be trash? You know what I mean? Like, there has to be somebody else. So like, well, LeBron wins a lot because I feel like if you took LeBron off a lot of them teams, they're not winning a chip. Would they be trash? Those first Cleveland teams for 100% fucking absolute dog shit. The Miami team, obviously not. I don't think they win without LeBron though. Chris Bosh is overrated. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear no Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is overrated.
Dunking like that, I was so beside myself. And by Dirk, like, I was so beside myself. Like, when we lost that first chip, I feel like that was Bosh's fault. But
I fuck with Dirk heavy. Shout out to Dirk.
I fuck with Dirk too.
No, fuck Dirk.
I feel like that.
Dirk. You don't let no grown ass man come pointing his finger all in your face. Shout out to David West while I'm talking about him. Yeah, you don't let no grown ass, like, if I came up to you and I'm like poking you on your forehead and everything like that, you would at least try to slap the shit out of me. Defend yourself. Don't be a bitch. You don't take.
I would never do that. I would take the moral high ground, like Dirk.
You think so?
Yeah, shout out to Dirk.
You would take the moral high ground.
My whole life has been moral high ground.
Wait a second. You know who's saying this, right? Smith. You're telling me
go low for less.
No, never. It was never less.
What?
Smith, you're telling me, honestly, like, hand on the Bible, a man comes up to you, puts his finger in your face, and you not doing nothing.
Are we playing sports? Are we playing basketball? Or is this real life?
Bro, I'm looking at Steve Nash MVP numbers compared to every other MVP. There was no other MVP to average under 20 points and average under 4 assists, but he had, 4 rebounds, but he had like 10 assists and 11 assists one year. This is crazy that he was it's ridiculous.
It's because the Phoenix Suns were number 1 in the wins category. Because what happens is that they usually just give it to the quote unquote best player on the number 1 seeded team, and that whole offense was really orchestrated around Steve Nash because it's setting up. Yeah, through Steve Nash, because he was setting up Amari, Quentin Richardson, and
that's
all them like that. But
less.
You know, my thing here right there is that D'Antoni is a trash coach, and Steve. We want to talk about lack of defense.
D'Antoni is trash.
Defense, I've never seen it.
That's why James Harden finna leave.
They about to trade Russ.
James Harden finna leave.
He's gonna go to Philly.
Russell Westbrook is trash. James Harden is also trash.
Whoa.
I don't know about James Harden.
James Harden is fucking James Harden is dog shit. Yeah, if there was any person in the entire fucking history of the NBA that didn't play defense, James Harden is the poster boy.
No,
the poster boy.
Steve Nash, but I'm still there. I'm still there with you on that.
James Harden. There is literally highlight reels of how bad James Harden's defense is. Highlight reels We're not talking about one game, one season. Like his whole career, dog shit on D, dog shit.
His game is ugly. He spends all of it at the free throw line. I don't even know how he's getting all these calls.
He averages
He was
half his
better
points
off-
off the free throw line. That's facts too.
That's a big fact.
Yes. And he was better as a sixth man when he was with the Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know how that Thunder team never won a chip. That was crazy.
Because they didn't stay together long enough. The one time
I know.
made it to the finals, they ran into the big tree, and that was that. He was gone like the next season.
Yep.
But he got paid though, so I can't hate him for that.
That team to me was better than a Miami team.
Which one?
They were too young though.
Yeah.
They were
too
young,
They were
but
probably
you had,
just
KD, you had KD, Russ. They had Ibaka too, right? Ibaka.
Yep.
Ibaka was there.
Harden.
Perkins.
They had a squad, dude. They should have probably trashed Miami, honestly.
Trash.
I mean,
I think, but honestly, I just think they were one season away. I really think they were one season away. But got down to the money.
They should have won the
people talk all that shit about like how great Russell Westbrook is. I think he's super overrated too, dude. He can't play with nobody. Like if he don't have the ball in his hand, he sucks. Like he can't share the spotlight. I don't know whose idea it was. Let me put Russell Westbrook and James Harden on the same fucking team. Like who came up with that fucking plan?
I just think he just needs to play the slasher role. Like that's it. That's all you need to do is do slashing shit. Because that's the best you get of Westbrook is when he's slashing.
Yeah.
Like his jump shot inconsistent enough for him to be shooting all these shots. He just needs to slash. Man, be taking so many shots. And then James Harden, bro. If I ever seen somebody take 40 shots a game and they only made 18 of them, that's crazy.
Yeah, last time I saw that was the great Kobe.
18.
But at least Kobe played defense and did other things. And then I've also seen Kobe drop 81. So there's that.
Yeah, Kobe did drop 81. That's a big fact.
Between that and the 60 he dropped in 3 quarters just 2 months prior, but this ain't a Kobe podcast. So there's that.
Ooh. Kobe was a scorer. Kobe was a fucking scorer. That's a
defender too though. He was give me the best player. That's what he was about. That man Jalen ain't gonna never forget that.
We're not gonna get to in the Kobe topic because I don't want to hurt Lambo's feelings on the Kobe topic, so I'll digress.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to ask you since you want smoke, because did you not see my Russell Westbrook Allen Iverson comparison the other day on the social medias?
I didn't, but that's not a good comparison because Allen Iverson's the GOAT. You won't talk about my
that's what it linked in.
You won't talk about my childhood hero like that. There will be no AI slander. There will be no AI slander on this podcast.
Why not?
You can't even compare AI to Russell Westbrook.
Oh, I can. It's not about
AI had heart. AI had heart. AI had heart. Russell Westbrook
got heart too, though.
No, he don't. It is not AI heart. No. You won't change. You won't change my mind on that topic.
I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to let you know.
I ain't hearing it neither. I ain't listening and I ain't hearing it.
AI is a fucking loser. That's what it boils down to. AI is a fucking loser.
Wow. Ooh, those are harsh words right there.
He's always hated on AI.
AI is a fucking loser, man. Like, come on. You talking about not being able to play with. You want to talk about being destructive. You want to talk about like underachieving. If he was as nice as they said he was, why we ain't got no hardware for it? The fact that I give him the credit that he did.
I don't know if you remember that those trash ass Sixers teams that he was on. I don't know if you remember those. Probably not, because literally no one on that team was of even mentioning, with the exception of Dikembe Mutombo.
And I remember Eric Snow, Matt Geiger, fucking Aaron McKee. I remember. Like, y'all gotta stop doing this. I remember that shit. But I mean, come on. He went to the different Nuggets.
How dog shit that team was.
Those Sixers were horrendous.
The Denver Nuggets, Carmelo
He
Anthony,
went
dog shit player that everybody loves for some fucking reason.
Wait, what'd you say about
I
who?
agree with you on that too, but Melo's overrated. I'm not gonna say he's dog shit, but Melo's extremely
Melo's overrated. Melo's overrated.
But
Melo's
like he's
100%
not Melo's not
overrated.
Hall of Fame worthy to me.
I just think he needed to
But
play with Paul and somebody else. I just think.
Melo peaked in college, and his first 3 years. Okay, that was after that it was over.
Wow.
First
Wow.
3, I give him 5. Because my point is that you saw it happen when they shipped Allen Iverson's bum ass up to Detroit and they brought down Chauncey Billups, and you saw the instant result. It's the only time Melo's been to the conference finals. Of course, he ran into, the Laker boys, but he tried. He gave it a valid effort. If it wasn't for Trevor Ariza, who knows how that would have gone? But it is what it is.
Damn. You blaming Trevor Ariza for that? Wow.
Fuck AI. I mean, he stole the ball twice. He made the play. I can't front on him for that. But fuck AI. I sick. That's all I was trying to get to in that roundabout way. And he went out like a little bitch when he went to Memphis. Oh, I don't come off the bench. Well, how about you just come off the league? Bye. We ain't seen him since.
He said we haven't seen him since. Wow. That was got pretty heated there.
Discontent for that man.
Wow.
Can't hear you, bro.
Kobe would have voted for Donald Trump. Let's just leave it at that.
You say what?
Oh, I don't agree with that whatsoever. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
You said Kobe would have voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's what he says.
All right, that's the end of the Los Bridge podcast right
there. That was my rebuttal to calling AI trash. Sorry.
Wow.
Would have voted for Donald Trump. He probably did vote for Donald Trump. Kobe was around when Trump got in office.
That's true. 2016.
Wow. Wow, we just gonna speak on the dead man's name like that?
Oh, that's crazy.
Man, anybody can get it, but I honestly don't even think Kobe voted.
Probably not.
Yo, how do you feel? This is a somewhat of a off topic, not really off topic, but semi off topic, because it's a hot topic and I feel like it needs to be spoken on. I don't know what our time limit on this shit is, but how do you feel about the whole social justice issue? Not an issue, I guess, like players speaking out on social injustices, like in the NBA and the NFL. What's your feelings on that?
Like, I feel like if you have a platform and you feel like that you should be able to say what you want to say because you're a human being, then you should be able to say it. Like, regardless of the fact, you can't just tell somebody just to play and make this money. Like, you're here for entertainment. That's not all that they're there for.
So I agree with that. I think you had the whole LeBron thing when people told him to shut up and dribble or whatever. I think if your owner is okay with it, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, you're at work at the end of the day, but if your work is letting you have the platform, you say whatever the fuck you want to say. I think. Same with the NFL. These motherfuckers. Yeah. I wish you could see the shit that's been going on in Philly, right, with the whole fucking rioting and the protesting and the police brutality shit and all that. And motherfuckers, I was on Facebook. It was like a couple weeks ago, right? And I follow the Eagles on Facebook or whatever, and they'll like post something. Yo, these motherfuckers in the comments are wild, boy. I'll tell you. They'll be in there like, shut the fuck up and play the game. Or why don't you stand for the national anthem? Like, motherfuckers forgot that no one in the NFL stood for the national anthem until like 6 years ago. Really? That wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing. Yeah,
big fact. They wouldn't even have the locker rooms.
So the Eagles, were kneeling. The Eagles were kneeling and all that shit. You know what I mean? And I remember it was like I want to say 2 weeks ago. They just didn't. They like came out. they did that thing where everybody interlocked arms or whatever, like that sign of unity thing. And then when the national anthem came on, they went back in the locker room, and these motherfuckers were up in arms. I'm like, damn, so it ain't even about kneeling. You motherfuckers just want them to do what you want them to do. This shit blows my mind.
Yeah, that's always what it's been about. That's always what it's been about. But also, to answer your question head on, that people are entitled to whatever they feel like doing. I do get the concept of like, what you were talking about, owner of the team and doing shit on company time. Because my issue is that they'll take it a step further. It's like, yeah, you can't do this on the social media and everything like that. And it's not like they quote unquote breaking the law. It's not like you're promoting illegal activity or harm to people. You're talking to you like, damn, just relax, chill out. Because that's all people are really asking for. At the same time, I don't look to these athletes for my political information. I don't look to them to be that bright and everything like that. And they've already proven to me that, they're not really about what they're talking about, which I wouldn't expect them to be. If I'm a few million up like that too, I probably ain't trying to fuck up the gravy train like that. So I get, or at least I'm understanding on both sides. It boils down to what you gonna do individually to combat, stop, whatever. It ain't like you about to catch my black ass out at a protest or a march for anything. Fuck out of here. But
I'm not giving nobody opportunity to give me
Me and Session were talking about the riots and all that. I FaceTimed them like a couple weeks, maybe like a month ago. We were talking on the phone and shit. This was the craziest. Like, first of all, 2020. Shout out to 2020. 2020 was good to me. Everybody been talking crazy about 2020. I love 2020. Yeah, I mean, I bought a house. During the quarantine.
Congrats.
You know what I mean? I got a job that pays pretty well during 2020.
Congrats.
I appreciate you.
You stunning on niggas. I got you.
2020 is whatever, you know what I mean? But I thought it was crazy, right? Because like me, I'm real into politics. I like to read a lot and shit, especially like during quarantine. I had nothing but time, right? So I'm not one for the news and all that. I mean, I watch the news or whatever, but I like to read a lot of like other shit. So you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was telling my boy, my one homie, he's in the union, and he's like a huge Democrat, like super. I wouldn't call him liberal, but like he votes Democrat. He's in the union, you know what I mean? And we were talking about Trump, and I got like family members, like not like my blood family, like close family. But I got family members that are like pro Trump or whatever. Whatever, vote whoever the fuck you want to vote for. But we were talking about, dude, the people who voted for Trump that like grew up in my neighborhood, like these motherfuckers are so funny. Like you ask them a question, they don't know shit. Like the average voter, the average American, not even voter, the average American. If you were to take all 50 states and you took the average IQ, it's got to be fucking less than like 60. Like motherfuckers are stupid. Like for real.
He said less than 60.
For real. Like I would talk about it and I say, I don't know how someone could vote for Donald Trump. Me personally, like this is, obviously I'm biased because I'm not a Trump guy. I never was. I just don't know what, like, all right, you voted for him in 2016. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You voted for him again. I just need to know like what you were thinking. So we were talking about it, and he was like, he put it to me pretty smart, and I was just probably going to offend a couple people, and I don't really give a fuck. But he was like, if you take away the East Coast and the West Coast, the rest of America is fucking dumb. Like he was like, he was dead ass serious. He's like, think about these motherfuckers who live in like Wyoming, Missouri, places I don't even know where the fuck they are on the map. You know what I mean? He's like, these motherfuckers never even saw a black person before, let alone having the intelligence to be able to debate politics. And I was like, you know what? You're probably right.
You can't say Missouri though, because Missouri got Kansas City and St. Louis, and I've been to Kansas City, and
That's a bad
it's
comparison.
a lot of black people.
Both of
But
those
nah, I
cities
gotta
are
get you,
safe
man.
for
I know
black
fucking
people.
shit.
That's what they said. Back in James Brown in one of his songs, he was giving out a green book, and he said Kansas City, Missouri. He said it was safe for black people to travel through. So I guess at one point in time
But
it was okay.
but
I
when you
think
talking about like
Go ahead.
But I was saying when you talk about like North Dakota, South
Oh,
Dakota,
yeah.
Montana, like who the fuck lives there anyways?
Bro, there was
So,
motherfuckers.
yeah, I agree with you.
There was motherfuckers in boot camp with me. Never saw water. Yeah, I mean, other than a puddle. Never saw an ocean. Never saw a lake. There was a dude in there who never saw a black dude before the. I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy. And I guess it's just, and you know what, and you know what, that's another big part of why I think we all meshed well when we linked up. The majority of us are all from pretty big cities or diverse areas of the United States.
Yeah, true.
With the exception of Daquan, because he's from wherever the fuck, Texas.
They don't know who Daquan is, so
Population 3 people or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But the rest of us, because you think about it, it was me. I'm from Philly. You had McKinney was from Greensboro. Lambo was from Charlotte. Even though there's Padilla, he was from near Denver. Faisal was from Cleveland. McCorvey's from Mississippi, but he was just a bit. McCorvey's just a funny ass dude. You know what I mean?
But he also got roots all over the South because he was living in Atlanta too.
Yeah, true.
But I just feel I typically gravitate towards people, even if it's like a new job or the Navy or you know what I mean, anywhere in life. I've always gravitated towards people that had more of a diverse background. I don't really give a fuck if you were black or white or Asian or fucking Puerto Rican, none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like if you were from a city and we could relate on another level other than we're in the Navy, if we could relate on something else, that's what I was always attracted to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I agree with that. I definitely agree with me still being in the Navy. I think that's always who, and still to this day, who I gravitate towards because I'll see somebody and we have a good working relationship, but I'll never go out or take a trip with them anywhere. I'm not trying to see you at no bar after work. I'm not trying to go to the mall with you versus somebody that I can relate to that's grew up like me or can understand, I can understand where they came from, they understand where I came from. We'll just have way more to talk about, way more to discuss. Uh more of our feelings are the same on topics and which makes it so much easier to want to go do things with them outside of work.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can fake it at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to.
You can fake the funk at work, whether it's the Navy or it's the civilian world. It don't matter. But fucking imagine me here you go, perfect example. Imagine me, somebody with my background, and what I'm about, hanging out with Padilla right now, outside the Navy. He's a cop, by the way. It would never happen. We don't. I don't even want to get into all that, but yeah, like I said, it would never happen.
It's not the fact that he's a cop. He said some to use your vernacular. He said some nut ass shit when I believe it was Alton Sterling or whatever the fuck. He got up there and said some nut ass shit. And I was just like, whoa, I gotta stay a little distant from you because you talking crazy right now.
Who, Padilla?
What?
Padilla
got up there, was just got up there. But see, Padilla's always kind of been on that page slightly because I didn't like the way he was addressing certain women, especially black women. I didn't like the way he was addressing them in this capacity as being for lack of a better description, less than.
Yeah.
And the way he was carrying a specific woman, I remember it. That shit wasn't cool. And then you turn around and you say that, then it all starts to add up and make sense and whatever, and then you become a cop. It is what it is, though.
That sounds like a snowball effect that I don't like.
Yeah, I already. You know how I knew. You know how I knew Padilla wasn't shit. I knew Padilla wasn't shit. When we were at, I think it might have been. I don't think Lambo was there. McKinney wasn't there because we were out drinking. It was me, Session, Ski. Shout out to Ski. That's my man.
Shout out to Ski.
It was the three of us, and then it was Padilla and his fiance at the time. I think she like came to visit him. Do you remember this shit session?
Yo, we was at we went to like eat at a restaurant or something.
We were at a restaurant, but then I think we were at Seville's afterwards, and we were at Seville's, and we were all pretty drunk. You know what I mean? I don't think Padilla was because he was never really about that life either. But some like drunk ass, like hillbilly ass Marine, I remember like came by our table, and dude like spilled a beer or some shit. I forget the exact specifics because you know sometimes when you try to remember something like over and over again over the years, like you kind of just remember it the way you want to remember it. But I remember this dude. He said some racist ass shit. We're not going to get into what he said, and he was looking at Session, and I remember looking at Ski. And like I seen him, like he had the green light face on, right? So like he had the green light face on, I had the green light face on, and we looked over at Padilla, and he was not about it.
He was not about it.
He was scared, boss. He was scared. He was not trying to cross the gun line for sure. And he stayed over there, and then from that moment on, I already knew what it was hitting for. It was like, yeah, whatever. Like I got no time for a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? If that's your homie, that's your homie. If it's not, you know what I mean. If you're not going to say nothing when something like that pops off, regardless if it was a racial slur or just somebody talking reckless to your man or whatever. Like I feel like if you're not going to stand up, like fuck all that, like my wife's here type shit. We're not trying to hear that, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Where's your integrity?
Where's your integrity? Where's that honor, courage, commitment at now?
Ooh. And that's why he got out.
Oh. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to end it. Well, yeah, because it's about that time.
But noted to pick up back about crossing the gun line and being ready, because we can get into the we can get into how the Montoya story. We can start from there next week.
Okay.
When they do all the
My God, table and shit. Or wait.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get into that. Any last words for anybody? Any last words anybody got to say?
No, I hope y'all stay up, stay healthy. You know what I mean? And we get up next week.
We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Yeah. LeBron's the greatest player of all time.
This man is a troll, man. This man is a troll. Hey, man. Y'all stay cool out there. It's getting cold out there in America right now. Stay healthy. Keep that hand sanitizer on you at all times.
6 feet. Yeah.
It's gonna be good, my brothers. Stay strong.
Stay 6
Peace
feet.
out.
Stay 6 feet or end up 6 feet deep.
Hey, big facts. Big facts.